Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily go getism number 448 for April 3rd, 2016. Getting ready to go check out my man Keys 55 over there, 16 for Cecil B. Moore. You know what I mean? A young upcoming rapper doing his thing. So get ready to go, check my man out. It's my young boy, man. You know what I mean? Hoping that he blow up. I know a lot of little aspiring rappers or whatever, you know what I mean? Remember back in the day when I was going for mine, you know what I'm saying? I'm so happy to see cats doing it. Anyway, what I want to talk to y'all tonight is about people who don't never have nothing in their name. No bills in their name, no mortgage in their name. They don't have any leases, anything in their name. You know, it could be because they have messed up their credit before and they don't have a sufficient credit rating to be able to buy things on credit. Or it could be that they're saving their credit and using everybody else's credit, their name, their identity, or whatever. There are a lot of people out there that are predatory like that, man. But not everybody is doing it in a predatory way. Some people are just really bad with money, really bad with spending, and even worse with credit. You know, even some people who are really, really good with shopping, as far as shopping for bargains, deals, and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes those very same people are bad with paying their bills. Some people just can't deal with credit. But not being able to deal with credit for yourself is one thing. Messing up somebody else's credit because it's not going to affect your credit rating, your future, and your ability to be able to purchase things, have things, and secure your future for you and your family, that's a whole nother thing. See, a lot of times what this situation entails is a sugar daddy or a sugar mama, and they're keeping somebody, they're taking care of somebody, they're looking out. So they may be paying their car note, they may be paying their house note or their rent. They're making sure that those things get paid because, in exchange for those sexual favors, for that affection, and for that ability to be able to call somebody your man or your woman, they looking out for the cookout. But they're doing a service, as at least that's how they feel. Well, I can't speak for all of them, but at the same time, they're doing a disservice to the person that they're looking out for because they're robbing them of their ability to be responsible for themselves. And everybody has to be responsible for their actions, especially if they have children. And a lot of times, some of the people who are really, really bad with credit have kids, and it kind of shows in other things that they do. It might be a situation where they don't take really good responsibility for their children either. So I've seen a situation where families have to keep moving. They keep moving. They move every time it's time to pay the rent, and they just ride out until the eviction time. So they're moving their kids in with the aunts. They're moving their kids in with the sisters. They're moving their kids back home with their mom and all that kind of stuff because they can't hold down a place. They can't pay the bills. Whether it's drug related or whatever, it doesn't really matter. The bottom line is that they are unable to manage money very well, and they're messing it up for everybody. So they might have a car, but the car ain't paid for, and it's in somebody else's name. And they think that it's cool like that. They don't care if the note doesn't get paid because they're not going to be the one who has to get it repossessed. Because whoever the car note is in, normally that's the address that the bank uses when they go to repossess it. So, and y'all need to understand this, people who have ever had a car repossessed, if you didn't know, you probably know already now. But for those of you who don't know and maybe need to know this for the future, whenever they ask you for those references of people, when you fill out a bank loan, car note, whatever, they are recording those addresses to see where you may store that vehicle in the event that you don't pay. That's what the references are for. You don't need a credit reference in order to get a car loan. They don't care about that. They want to know that when you stop paying that bill, when you don't pay anymore, they want to know where to send the tow truck. And also, when you send your checks in, they look at the address on the checks. Take heed. But all of this wouldn't be an issue if you would just go ahead and pay your bills. Pay your bills. Pay your bills, whether it's in your name or whether it's in somebody else's name. It's the right thing to do in order to have things. Nothing is more stressful than having to hide your car. You know, worried about if there's going to be an eviction notice on your crib when you come home. Worried about if your utilities are going to be on when you get home. You don't want to live that life. That life ain't sweet like that. You know? And some people take perfect advantage of that. You know, everybody needs to have a decent credit rating of their own. You know what I mean? Messing up your own credit, that's one thing, but messing up somebody else's credit, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. And people do it all the time. But it's not the right thing to do. You know what I mean? So you moving from house to house. You know what I'm saying? Driving from getting this car, that car, leasing that car, financing this car. You know, it's just it's a crazy situation, man. You don't have no bills in your name. You ain't got no credit. You got a car, a house, a credit card, and ain't none of them have your name on it. Yeah, you swipe. Or people get other people to co-sign for them, and that's the same thing as somebody buying something for you. Because the co-signer might be the one, they take the person with the better credit into consideration. So if somebody co-signs for you, but they have better credit than you have, it's almost like they have the loan. They're going to carry the responsibility of the loan because your credit is already messed up anyway. So you ain't worried about it. But that person who co-signed for you, he's worried about it because he or she has things that she needs to do. And they can't do it because they looked out for you because they believed in you, or good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And just remember, listen, if you're looking out for somebody, you putting your name on leases, you putting your name on mortgages, you putting your name on car notes, you co-signing for credit cards. You know, you got Rent-A-Center on lock. Just remember, that's your name, man. And sometimes you don't think that credit is important, but there's certain purchases that you might want to make that you might not have the cash to pay for outright. Like, you know, a car, you might not have, 20, 30, 40 grand to buy a car outright. But a house, you're going to have $100,000 just in cash, you're going to need that credit. So remember that. Protect yourself. Protect your own. I'll let y'all later, man. You know what I mean? Y'all have a good Sunday night. I'm going to go watch my man Keys 55 rock it. Marquise Pratt. Keys 55, baby. Peace.